Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore. Tonight we are heading back to the desert. We are going to Qatar. And I am coming at you tonight from the new location, the new room. The internet seems to be good. Hopefully it will be fine. I've got my PS5 wired up directly to the modem, having a cable drilled through the wall and run downstairs. However, mobile wireless signal is a little bit wonky, so you'll notice your comments are popping up on screen tonight just as a backup in case I have issues. Hopefully won't be a problem, and then we can get rid of those off the screen tomorrow. So just please bear that in mind when you type that in, as your comments will be visible. How you doing, Mike? How you doing, Dino? Good to see you guys. Right, we are heading to Qatar for round 18. It's another sprint. We've got back-to-back sprints. We've got Qatar tomorrow. So let us see. It is the day of the Grand Prix. Let's take a quick sneaky peek at whether anyone's brought any upgrades for this event. Still looking very good on paper, and we are still very strong in the medium speed, which is excellent because that is the majority of this particular circuit. Now you can see, apart from a couple of high-speed corners, it's all medium speed. So having that extra performance in the medium corners tonight will be very useful. Let's set some interesting targets for tonight. It will be a little bit cooler on race day, which is also good because tyres do overheat very quickly around this circuit. So that will make things a little easier. Very hot in the sprint, and that might actually work in our favour as well, because I do like to run the softs on a very low pace setting for the first good chunk of the sprint while everyone else burns their tyres out, and then start to push the pace. So the fact that the temperatures are going to be high for the sprint might accelerate how quickly our opponent's tyres melt. Fingers crossed on that one. I think we should be able to get both cars into Q3 tonight, and definitely both into Q2. Have I been watching the Euros? No, I have not. Been too busy. I saw that Scotland got trounced and that England squeaked by 1-0. That's all I've seen so far. Let's see. Fastest lap. Yeah, we'll try and get that. Finish position. I think we can get 2 in the top 10 tonight. We've got a finish position streak to finish off. 1 in the top 15 for 2 races. It's not really worth that much, but it's all extra cash at the end of the day. And we have our quali target 2 in the top 15. 1 down, 4 to go on that. And with that, let me just quickly double check. Do we have any of the new underfloors yet? Not yet. I was wondering. Will be worth a nice little performance upgrade there, as you can see. +2 in the medium speed, +3 in the high speed, and +3 in the dirty air as well. Very nice. Definitely looking forward to getting on the car in Qatar. Let me check. Both cars are running the same spec. Same chassis, same front wing, same rear wing, same side pods, same underfloor, same suspension. Excellent stuff. Right, let's head to Qatar.
Our calendar brings us to the Middle East this weekend for the Qatar Grand Prix. Making its debut as a Formula One track in 2021, Lusail International is Qatar's Grand Prix circuit. Designed initially with motorbike racing in mind, drivers will need to adopt that two-wheeled mentality of speed and manoeuvrability if they want to succeed here. As a desert track, Losail is dusty and challenging. Grip levels are crucial and can change throughout a race weekend or even during a single session. The unique layout demands the highest possible downforce despite being a relatively open track.
It's not a usual F1 weekend though, with qualifying brought forward to make way for an all-out sprint race which will decide the grid for the Grand Prix.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Formula One.
So because it's a sprint weekend, we will not be giving Anne a run out tonight or tomorrow. Again, sprint weekend tomorrow as well. She may be back for, she'll probably be back for Mexico. She won't be back for Brazil. That's also a sprint. And then I don't know whether or not I'll run her in the last couple of races as well. I might do. Vegas and Abu Dhabi. Right. Let's go with medium tyres tonight in this. Actually, low. Let's go with softs. Keep an extra set of mediums available for the race. So, run plan. Got 18 laps of fuel. Really have no idea off the top of my head what to do with the setups in terms of wings, so I'm just going to leave it completely like that and see what pops up. Let's change out some parts. Still got some life in that engine. I can just about no. Yeah, we'll go with that because we're going to be swapping it over for the sprint as well, so I can put the other one in after this session. We've got life in that gearbox. Again, we're going to leave the setup alone. Let's go with that engine. Okay. And I just want to check everyone can actually hear me. I can't hear myself. If anyone can just say hello to me. Yep, now I can hear myself, and thank you, Dino. Yeah, I think my my earbuds had somehow connected to my TV, and just that was blocking the audio on the phone for some reason. Very strange. Okay, where were we? Engine, ERS, and I have to stay with that gearbox. All right. Pace settings, and let's send them out. So if you missed it, the final image has been released for the pre-order special liveries, historic liveries, and once again, I called it. It is the Vodafone McLaren. Wasn't sure what year they would go for. They went for 2013, same year as they've done with the Lotus. So, sure why they chose that particular year, but maybe that was just the easiest variant of that livery to apply. Who knows? But we now have all 5 of the liveries that have been revealed. They are the 91 Williams, the Canon Williams. We have the Marlboro McLaren from 1989. We have the 1994 Benetton. We also have the 2013 Lotus Renault and the 2013 Vodafone McLaren. Those are the 5 pre-order special liveries that you will get, along with the 5 custom race scenarios. We don't know what those are yet. Dino, never a massive fan of the chrome Vodafone liveries. I actually really like the chrome Vodafone livery. I thought it looked really good. It was very distinctive as well. I mean, McLaren have had some very, very distinctive liveries over the years when you think about it. I mean, going all the way back to, you know, when they had that long-running association with Marlboro, the red and white, and then from there they went to West and had that that sort of silver into the dark black, dark grey and black. That was a really nice logo. And then from there they went to the chrome with Vodafone. I thought when they had too much of that sort of neon orangey sort of red, that was a little bit too much. But with the more subtle application of that, then I thought that was a very nice livery as well. And then it kind of, I liked the black livery they had after that with a little red pinstriping. I thought that was quite nice. I mean, they had no sponsors, which is why the car was as it was. But I quite liked that. I hated their first orange, their first foray into orange. Really did not like that at all. But yeah, that little black livery with the red striping, the very thin red striping. I was a big fan of that because it was subtle. But you always preferred the West McLaren. Yeah, I loved the West McLaren as well. That was a great livery. Oh, spin for Donna. That's not good if it's going to do damage to her tyres. She's only taking a couple of % out of them. We can live with that.
Let's take a closer look. Now here, we're taking turn 6.
It actually separates the two out as well, which is good, because they have been running a bit close to each other, lapping almost identical times. That removes the possibility of one of them locking up into the other one. Right, feedback for Donna should be arriving any moment.
Everything
there it is.
okay with the car?
And we've missed it, I think. Yeah, that's the pit lane right next to us. Okay, let's call her in. How you doing, Adrian?
How's the balance? How's balance?
How's my moving? Well, I literally just moved across the hall, but it's not done yet. It's coming together bit by bit. With my back and my knees, I was in a lot of pain yesterday. Could barely move. So yeah, I've just been a little bit looser today. Had a little bit more mobility, but still more to do. Let's go with the 13.5 for now. Push that all the way out that way. Let's pull that back. I'm going to go with a 9.1. Let's try that. Let's see how we do with that. So yeah, I've still got a load of stuff to bring over, but I've got the big stuff in. I managed to rope somebody else from the house in to help me, move my shelving units and the fridge and TV and all the heavy stuff. And the rest of the stuff's all fairly lightweight, so I should be able to manage that without too much issue. As long as I don't overdo it. Even just bending over starts to really put a lot of strain on my back, so I have to be careful. But it's getting there. Win again tonight? Well, hopefully. I think we've got a very good chance of winning the sprint. Race, maybe not so much, but I think the sprint is definitely something that we could do well in. Assuming we qualify well. Usually tend to go very well in the sprint here, given the way I like to run the strategy. Alright, we've made an improvement. Not as big an improvement as I was hoping, though. Question now is, will I get feedback from Ember before she passes the pit lane? Something tells me I won't, and she'll need another lap. Yeah, she needs another lap. I thought she would. And there she goes. 70 again. A nice step forward, but still not enough. Okay. Pull that back. 7.5. Yeah, let's try that. That's going to be either a 13 or a 14. I'm going to go with a 13. Push that up a little bit more. Let's go... Oh, that is way off. Let's go with a 7.3. Take that back that way. Let's go up to a 10. And 13. I don't know if that's going to be right. Has to be. Has to be a 13. that can't go that way, so let's get that to a 6.4. Now I can pull that back in a bit more. That's too much. Yeah, let's try that. And hope. This is our last throw of the dice. We'll have to make a decision after this. We might get full feedback with Donna. We certainly won't with Embry, but if we can get at least 3 out of 5, hopefully 4 out of 5, that'll be good. Help nail down those last minute adjustments. There we go. Oh, we're in a half sandwich.
Feedback on tires.
Yeah, these tyres are wearing out now, unfortunately. But we're not pushing them in any way,
Doing a
so
good job
hopefully
so
they
far.
won't
How are the
puncture on
tyres?
us. Just need to go another 7 minutes. 8 minutes, something like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough fuel to finish the run either. Hopefully I will. It's looking a bit iffy. Ah, damn it. At least cancel that. Ah, it's so close. But I missed a bit of feedback I needed. Let's quickly send her back out. Just to get that last little bit of feedback if we can.
Quick feedback.
96. There we go. And there we go. We got up to about 25% each on their track knowledge. So once again, we're not going to get full track knowledge tonight. We can get up to about 90%. That'll be nice. Obviously, this setup is the most important thing, and we got the full feedback from Embry. Excellent. She's perfect. That really helps.
Qualifying is coming up, and we're close now to finding out how the drivers will line up on the grid for the sprint.
Just like normal qualifying, the session this weekend will be divided into Q1, Q2 and Q3, with the best times determining the grid for the sprint.
Now, Karun, you and I were actually just talking about that man there, Max Verstappen. How do you think he'll be feeling today?
The main thing on my mind was their speed in practice. They just weren't that fast. But was that down to the driver, the car, the team experimenting? We don't know, and we'll just have to see how they fare in qualifying.
And with that, let's get back onto the track.
So Max is having some pace problems tonight. Where was he? I was running hard tyre. Yeah, he was slow, wasn't he? Even on the hard tyres. Maybe he's got old engine bits tonight. Another chance for, I was going to say, a chance for Charles Leclerc, who's even slower. Wow, maybe both Red Bulls are hitting a little bit of trouble here. All right, let's get prepped. So, last minute changes to Donna. I don't know which way that needs to go with the toe, that's the issue. I could make this better or I could make it worse. And because it's not clear, I don't really want to take that gamble. I can't even really compare it against Embry's setup because that's a very, very different setup. So I think I'm just going to leave her as is, and she'll run at 96% confidence, setup confidence tonight. Not ideal, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, we can stick with that gearbox for practice, for quali. Let's put on. Oh, I can't put on medium tyres. That's annoying. All right, we'll just have to be really careful. We're going to do one lap. We're going to try and go out behind another car. And try and get through with just one run if we can. So we have to just sit and wait for a Ferrari or a Red Bull, maybe even a Mercedes, potentially an Alpine. Right, here comes Leclerc.
You can bring the tyre in.
Wake up those bikes.
Hopefully Embry can get close enough to the back of Leclerc. With him being so far off the pace, I don't know if that's indicative of him having some issues with his car or just high fuel load hard tyres. If he's got issues, that'll be good for us. It means we'll close up to him quite nicely without getting too close. And at the very least, this should get Donna through.
And there'll be no one ahead.
So we are good for traffic. Let's go for another push.
Embry's driving defensively, even though Donna's in don't fight mode. That's not good. And Leclerc is quicker than us in the first sector. That's not good either. He's definitely too far ahead. We're not getting any kind of slipstream from him. And Donna is slow. It's just a tyre temp thing. We're only at 93. I think it's a tyre issue. Oh no, I'm looking at the tyre wear. Tyre temps are the same. Embry's quicker than than Charles in the middle. Donna's getting left behind. So Embry's very close. How far off is Donna? She's a second off.
And we are
Donna
back
needs to run
start.
again. I don't know what happened there. Just a bad lap.
Make sure you stay negative. We're coming in.
That's frustrating. I have to run Donna again. I don't think she'll be safe. And let me have a look at Charles. His car looks fine. No problems with his car. Oscar's gone quicker than Charles. And you can see how much tyre we've used up there. 12% on that one run. That's a lot. It's an awful lot. Got a Haas sneaking out behind us.
We did good work on brakes and tires on your way out.
Pretty sure Embry's going to be safe. So we'll avoid running her again. Put an extra strain on those tyres. But that means this lap needs to be a good one. That is Stroll in front of us on an in lap, with Behrman right in front of him. Giovinazzi's gone just ahead of us by 0.003 of a second, up to third. Tight, very tight at the top. Top five now, because Russell's popped in there. Top five separated by less than 1/10 of a second. That's a very, very close spread. Max is a second off the pace as well. He's just popped up just ahead of Donna. Ocon is a long way off the pace.
I'll let you deal with the traffic now. Nothing I can do. All good to go.
Now, is Albon going to be in the way? Hajar pops up to 7th. Schumacher goes 8th. We're getting pushed further and further down. We have improved in the first. And we are closing in on Behrman. So Behrman might struggle here. Williams is out of the way, and we are really close now. Improvement in the middle. And we get a really nice toe up to the line here. This could be a very good lap. It's quick. There we go. Didn't go purple in any sector, but it was still quick enough to go top.
Take it
And now the top 7 are separated by just over 1/10 of a second. This is so tight at the top. Maloney's popped up into 5th. And we are through. Zhou goes quickest. And this spells trouble for Max. He's not looking quick at all. We're going to watch Max's lap. He's going to have traffic to contend with in the shape of Sonoda and Piastri. A yellow flag as Giovinazzi locks up.
Let's have a look then at turn 6.
That looks to be on a flying lap.
And the car just locks. And they'll need to be mindful of the effect
Giovinazzi
that
doesn't need to
had
go
on the
again
tyres.
anyway. He's through already. But if that Williams... No, the Williams was on an outlap, so I'd say that might have caused a problem for the Williams. With that yellow flag. Donna is only 2.4 tenths away from Zhou's time, but she's down in 9th. I'm pretty sure she's safe. Not sending her out again. There's no time now anyway, but... Hajar pumps in a mighty time. And again, he was in clean air. There's some very unusually quick cars here. Sainz is 3rd. If it's going to be like this for the top 10 shootout in Q2, 4 tenths away from pole won't be enough. What is Max doing? He's not improved in the first. Here comes the traffic. Oh, he got held up there, a little lift. He'll get a tow across the line though. This might save him, but I don't know. If he does save him, it'll be by the skin of his teeth here. No, Max is out. He doesn't even get into the top 15 to get knocked back down again. Max is out. Big shock. Leclerc on a flyer. Both Williams on flying laps. Max could start all the way down in 18th here. Can Albon improve? No. Albon is out. Magnussen has set an identical time to Albon. Can Magnussen improve? Leclerc ended up in 4th. Stroll improves his time. Magnussen improves to 16th. That's Max down in 17th.
Okay, mate. Well, that was more
Ooh,
stressful
that's going to
than
be
it
rough
needed
for
to be,
him.
But we are through. What you're doing is good.
So Hajar has penalties. Does he have new parts? Is that why he's so quick? And what's going on with Max? Max has a bad engine, but that shouldn't have put him down that far. Hajar has a new engine and a relatively new gearbox. Maybe the engine is the thing around this particular circuit. Who knows? Right. Let's send them both out.
track should be green now.
Schumacher's got out in front of us. And there comes Stroll behind us. So both AlphaTauris hitting the track early.
We stick to the plan.
Let's check tyre warm-ups. Yeah, and Embry's tyres not warming up normally. Donna's lagging a little bit. Couple of degrees below. Probably going to go medium, soft, medium, medium in the race tonight. We'll see. I may use some hards.
Shouldn't be anyone in front that will back you up.
At least Donna's tyres do come into the window just as she's coming around the last corner. That's good.
Big gap, big gap. Charge your last corner.
Right, purple for Donna. About 300s quicker. Purple middle sector for Embry, very close to Donna as well, so they're very evenly balanced this time round. Embry may well be quicker in the final sector as well. She's got a little bit more life in those tyres still. Are we quicker than Schumacher though? Yes. Quick enough for 1-2. Just 12 thousandths between them. That's encouraging.
Stay close to the reference. And charge on right away, please.
And a couple of tenths quicker than Stroll. Right. Let's keep an eye on Leclerc, the sole remaining Red Bull. See if the Ferraris have got the same kind of pace they had in Q1 as well. Those times will not be quick enough. We will probably have to run again. But driver confidence should be good. Not as high as I would like for Donna there, but enough. Gone quicker than us yet. Norris just coming into turn 1 out of the pits could potentially get in the way. I think Hajar and Sainz are far enough ahead that they're not going to be an issue. Embry seems on it on this track. Maybe that accuracy stat of hers is really coming clutch. I think Norris got out of the way there. Mercedes does. Piastri is quick again. That was a clean air run as well. Is Leclerc going to be in trouble as well? No. Oh, wow. Is that new tyres? No, it wasn't new tyres. That's a mighty lap. Wow. Charles just pulling it out of his backside there. Maybe he's smelling blood in the water in terms of the championship fight with Max all the way down to 17th. We'll prep for another run, but I'm hopeful that we won't need to go again. Although I think we probably will. Norris and Sainz have both improved as well. Now Russell's improved. Yeah, all of a sudden we don't look quite so comfortable. I didn't even realise I was looking at the wrong pit. I just thought, give a little bit of space to Piastri, and it turns out we've ended up pretty much perfectly positioned to try and get a slipstream off him.
You can bring the tyre in.
That's worked out really nicely.
Focus on tires and brakes.
I'm still looking at the Red Bull garage. All right, here we go. Not Leclerc, sorry, Piastri's gone, I think. No improvement for Donna. Embry's up. No improvement, but she's still slightly quicker than Embry though, so that's not too bad. She barely, must be like 1,000th or so slower than her first run. There we go, purple in the middle. Improvement for Embry as well. This should be enough to get both cars through. Leclerc's gone again, even though he's top by a mile. 6 and 7.
P7. P7 at the moment.
Is that going to be enough? We're ahead of Piastri, who's already done his lap. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars below us, all having another run.
Box.
This is Porsche finishing. Maloney's just starting. Porsche's out. That's good. We want to score points over Haas tonight. Gets out of the way of his teammate there. Here comes Hajar. Still enough cars with a chance to improve that will cause us an issue. Hajar knocks us down. 3, 4 cars that can still push us down, so both drivers could get eliminated here. There's Schumacher, Maloney, Joe. So we need to look at Schumacher. Where is Giovinazzi? Oh, he will make it, just. Unless he gets pulled over. No, even then. Oh, this could be bad. This could be oh no, wait, that is Stroll behind him. I was kind of hopeful for a second then that was going to cause a problem. Schumacher might, not Schumacher, Maloney might get a benefit. Maloney only improves past his teammate. Still 3 cars, so one of our drivers is still at risk. Joe pops all the way up into second. Schumacher does not do it, so that's it. We're safe. Both cars are through. Doesn't matter where Giovinazzi finishes now, but it could knock out Piastri. Again, Joe, right up there with Leclerc's blistering time. Sainz up there as well. A couple of very quick boys out there tonight. Russell improves to 4th, ahead of Norris. Will Giovinazzi knock out Piastri? He will. Piastri is out. And look at that. I did say 4 tenths might not be enough. It wasn't. 3.5 tenths. Hence. Oh, this is going to be very tight in this final Q3 session. But we're losing both the Alfa Romeo, Alfa Tauris, both of the Haas drivers and one of the Ferraris. And that's good for us because again we're chasing down Alfa Tauri. We're chasing down Haas. So with those two not getting into the final qualifying session, a chance to outscore them. Let's try putting Donna at the front this time.
Fuck is green.
And we're going to use a new set of tyres for the final run.
Okay, good work on brakes and tires, please.
Just Russell on the track with us at the moment. Hopefully no one pops out in front of us. Here comes Sainz. He won't be an issue. He'll be far enough away from us. Ajar, a little bit more of a concern. And now Giovinazzi's popping out, and that might well be an issue.
Position is good now.
And now Sonoda pops out.
Charge your last corner.
And track is now clear.
There's Sonoda. I think there was a little issue there for both girls, I'm not sure. Not ideal. (25.7), 25.8. Very similar to what we were doing in the first session, or the last two sessions actually. Giovinazzi, there he is. (28.3), 28.4. A little awkward for Embry there. (27.7), 27.7.
Make sure you stay negative.
Very close in some of those sectors, but 0.2 the difference. And Russell's just a little bit quicker, so is Sainz. Norris in 7th, Leclerc goes quickest. Evening, Wayne. Oh, excuse me. Oh dear. Ajar up to 2nd place. He will have a penalty, at least 3 places, maybe more if that engine is outside of his allowance. I would imagine that was probably his last engine that he's just put in, given that we both of our cars have still got one as well. Waiting in the wings. Now I just need to figure out when to go. I think I'm going to go now. Go early and then just wait and hope. Sacrifice that potential little bit of extra grip for a higher chance of getting a clean run.
And we work on tires.
Without other cars getting in the way. Lights is coming out as well. Sonoda way off the pace. Expect to see him take a big step forward on his next run. Hold in the pits. Hold in the pits. Once I get to the last corner, that's fine.
Track is clear. Charge your last corner.
Oh, it's going to be tight. I think we should just about beat Russell into the first turn. Yeah, just excellent. So we've got clear track. Both drivers improving. Donna by about half a tenth, Embry by pretty much a full tenth there in the first sector. That's good. (28.2), (28.3). Again, personal bests. That's good enough for second and sixth.
Okay, that's a good lap. Join in box.
You are currently P6.
All right. So now it's a question of who's going to knock us down and by how much. Sainz has knocked us down to 7th. Giovinazzi starting his flying lap. Tsunoda on his flying lap. And he is behind Russell. Are we going to get in Russell's way here? Yes, we are. But he's going to get a big toe from the back of Norris here. Russell does not improve. Tsunoda improves up to 8th, still slower than Embry. Excellent stuff. Here comes Giovinazzi. Norris just starting his lap. Not worried about Hajar because he's got that penalty. Does not improve. Just crossed the line in time to start his flying lap, I think. Giovinazzi does not improve. Can Leclerc push pole position even further out of reach? Not that it really matters. No, he can't. Norris only finds about half a tenth. He stays bottom in 10th place. Here comes Zhou. Chance to push us off the front row. And he does. Ah, damn you. How much was that by? Less than 500ths. That's not bad though. 3rd and 7th. In fact, that will be 3rd and 6th because of that penalty for Hajar. So that's a pretty good starting spot for us. And hopefully we can just stay with Leclerc and Zhou at the beginning of the sprints. Relies on them doing the heavy lifting and then move ahead of them at the end of the sprint. First though, we have Q2 to get through. Going to go with hard tyres, not changing the setup. We are going to slap in a load of extra fuel. Let's go 38 laps. Change the parts back over. I'll stick with that ERS unit. We'll go with that gearbox. Over here. Go back to that engine. That ERS. And got to stay with that gearbox. Yep, there we go, sending them out.
Track should be green.
Cool the car.
And now we'll just let them build that track knowledge up. Max's pace looking a little bit better in this practice session. Got a set of softs right now. Let's see where he can go with those. Nowhere by the look of it. They're certainly past their useful life now. So this is good for both us and for the Drivers' Championship. Max really not having much pace this weekend. Out in Q1, 17th place in qualifying. And that will make things much easier for us to try and score points. And on top of that, it'll give Charles Leclerc, who has been looking very quick, a chance to move ahead of Max in the drivers' standings.
Okay, we take the flag.
All right. Be about 89% there for Embry, I think. Giovinazzi ends up quickest. Yeah, 89, 86. So, not too bad there. Let's get ready for the sprint.
This weekend, it's something a little bit different, as the Grand Prix grid is decided by more racing in today's eagerly anticipated sprint. Well, we're going racing a little earlier this weekend, with the sprint now set to define the starting order for the Grand Prix itself.
It's not only the starting grid decided here, though. The top finishers in the sprint have the chance to score crucial championship points.
But just who will be the fastest around Losail? We'll find out in today's sprint.
Okay. We are going to go with the softs. We're going to look after them. I'm going to use that ERS in the sprints, and then we'll switch it over for the race. Go with that gearbox. One extra lap of fuel. Go. We'll use that gearbox for the sprint, and then we'll change it for the race. One extra lap of fuel.
The sprint today
Why are we
sees the
not
drivers
sixth?
tackle 19 laps of the
Oh, of
Losail
course.
International Circuit.
It's the wrong rules.
It's
The
a
Jars
fast
penalty won't
track
kick
here
until
in
the race.
Qatar. Expect to see the pack fight it out, trading places to improve their chances of scoring more championship points.
Well then, folks, it's time to get going. We're ready for the sprint.
All right, I'm
Here
seeing
in Qatar.
mediums on Hajar and on Charles and on
it's lights
Giovinazzi as
out,
well.
And away we go.
Let's try to see what we can do.
Embry trying to go around the outside of Sainz. Gets the move done.
Charge on.
And we can have a recharge on, please.
And Joe jumped Leclerc at the start. Joe is also on softs. He's bolting. He's going for it.
Overtake available.
Sainz got back past us. Didn't spot that, but we've got a slipstream just from the back of
DRS
Russell.
enabled.
And we've got the softs and the battery. We should retake that position. And we do. There we go.
No need to push the tyres.
You can keep the pace up on these compounds.
DRS is active right now at the end of this lap. Looks like we're going to lose out to Russell, so let's
Charge on.
not fight that, because we need to save these tyres.
And recharge on now is okay, please.
Drop the pace now, please.
But I need to get Embry back onto Donna.
Time to push on these tyres.
And we have margin to push a little bit more on the tires. On click overtake, please.
Right, fastest lap doesn't mean anything in the sprint.
Recharge on then, please.
And you can see the tyre saving already starting to kick in. We have dropped off the back of George and Hajar. Hajar will be a bit trickier to catch, but Russell will at some point fall away into our clutches.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Drop down the plates now.
Would have been easier to do this had we still got the DRS of the car in front, but even 5th and 6th is still good points for us. Still 7 points. Neither Haas or AlphaTauri are anywhere close to the points at the moment. Hajar has pushed up onto the back of Leclerc. So now we need Zhou to slowing everyone down. Look at the way their tyres are wearing out already. Look, down to 72%, 73% for Russell. Being sat in that dirty air for Hajar is going to kill those tyres, especially with the track temperature as it is. It's 42.7 degrees in the air. Track temperature 43 overall. It's 32 degrees. 31 degrees air temperature, but it's hot. We've got a yellow flag. Someone had a spin and it was not in front of us.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
It was Teo. Oh, that's even better.
Now with the Haas. Whoa! And around they spin. And ultimately...
So Porsche has damaged his tyres and is now at the back of the grid, way off everybody. So if he wants to catch up, he's going to have to push, which will hurt those tyres even more. And it also means he's going to be further down the order for the main race as well, where the big points are scored. And they see we're actually lapping quicker now than George. Get some more battery into Embry.
So recharge on.
The Alpines are hurting themselves by fighting with each other. And they are just about hanging on. Joe's tyres already down to 67%. He might have to stop again, you know. I don't think he's going to have enough tyres. If he keeps burning them at that rate, they'll be dead. He's looking at punctures tonight if he tries to go one stop. No stops all the way to the end.
And recharge on, recharge on. Recharge on.
Again, gain just a little bit of time on those cars in front of us, and we're not even beginning to push yet. Not even beginning to race at normal pace. I think let's up our tyre wear ever so slightly.
If you can, push.
Because our tyres are in better shape than the mediums right now. Plus, it will hopefully improve our chances of actually dropping the Alpines. Evening refill. Ooh, tonight. Oh, Giovinazzi is actually pushing. Never mind. Let him push. Let him destroy those tyres. Embry's got the higher confidence, so I'm going to switch them over on the main straight, I think. Donna can take the small hits, and then her confidence will just build back up gradually anyway. Joe has been overtaken by Leclerc.
Recharge on.
Charge on. We look after the tires.
Press overtake.
Oh, that's annoying.
And recharge on is okay, please.
Charge on.
Alright, in that case, let's give Donna a little push instead.
Okay, we need some deploy.
And we can have recharge on, please.
Front four have all closed back up again. And we are now getting involved. That gap comes down.
Charge on.
Overtake is available.
Want to leave those Alpines behind now.
Just manage your tires, please.
Didn't quite manage it this lap.
Save as much fuel.
Donna got into the DRS.
time to push on these tyres.
Giovinazzi is stubbornly sticking with us. Can't seem to shake him at the moment. There we go, finally.
Charge on now, please.
Recharge on.
Switch our focus to Donna.
You've got everything, press on hold available. Cool the car. Charge on.
Put him under pressure. See if we can get him to drop off the back of the cars in front.
Let's have recharge on then, please.
And Giovinazzi's pushing hard to get back into our DRS again. He just will not give up.
Can use overtake.
And you can use the deploy. Cool the car, please.
Claire's starting to try and break away at the front. We're going to try and force the issue a little bit.
And recharge on now is okay, please.
You're good to push.
Do we want to manage our tyre budget?
Keep up the lift off. You're doing a very good job.
All right, here we go. Donna up to fourth. And also into Joe's DRS.
Charge on.
So recharge on.
Not too many laps left.
Let the tyres come back to you.
Six laps to go. Joe is now starting to look a little vulnerable as Sajar's pushing back towards Leclerc. Finally left the Alpines behind. Big gap back to Norris. Well, Joe's tyres are dead. He's got nothing left.
We need to push. Okay, keep cooling the car now. On charger.
And all of a sudden we've lost a lot of time to Leclerc and Hajar here.
Overtake available.
And overtake is available.
Russell's tyres can't be too much better. Yeah, 41%. Can I get him under braking? Not quite. I had that without even realising it. There we go, at least I left Joe behind. Got no battery left now. But we're up to third. So that's 6 points just for Donna.
Charge on. Keep an eye on the battery.
Sainz has now got 3 from Giovinazzi as those medium tyres have come good against the softs. But even still, we have a bit of grip advantage. Three laps to go. I don't think we're going to catch Hajar and Leclerc. How is Hajar? Oh yeah, he was on mediums as well, wasn't he? Russell is through. Now I need to get through quickly here as well. On the inside. There you go. Lovely stuff.
And recharge on, recharge on.
Russell pushing onto the back of Donna.
Charge on.
I'm not going to catch the front two, but I'm going to slow that pace down. Just to get a little bit more battery.
And save fuel from now, please save fuel from now.
Charge on. And you can push in tires. We're good on tires. Okay, focus on recharge.
Just be careful with this tyre.
So now it's getting past George. Hajar is going to win this.
Need to drop the pace.
So he's going to start fourth. Which is why it's important for me to get both cars past him. So that we start ahead of Hajar.
A little bit more like her.
George's tyres are dying. He should not be able to defend against us here.
On click overtake, please. Let's go for a push. One more lap.
There we go. And I will settle for third and fourth. Third and fourth is 11 points. 6 for third, 5 for fourth. And with Hajar getting that 3-place penalty, we will start the main race second and third.
A little bit more like her, please. And recharge on.
Charger. I'm really sorry, we need a bit of lift off where you can.
Hajar really did have that pace at the end, didn't he? And that is a penalty, a puncture for Russell
Okay, we take the flag.
right at the end, but he will hang on for sixth. The only one who did puncture, Giovinazzi, survived. Magnussen survived. Verstappen managed to get up to 14th. He just survived. But that is excellent, excellent points for us. And that, I think, puts us back ahead of Haas. And very close to AlphaTauri, who got one car in the top 8. Stroll just getting ahead of Giovinazzi at the end there.
And it's the Aston Martin driver wrapping up this sprint with a points finish.
A P4 finish, and it's obviously the work of a solid, well-run team.
So then, confirmation of the sprint result. It is a win for Hajar, but with that 3-place penalty, he will be starting from 4th in the main race. Leclerc in second will start from pole. Then it'll be Donna and Embry. Very nice. Then obviously Hajar, then Sainz, Russell, Norris, Stroll, Giovinazzi, Tsunoda. Bottom half there, Maloney, Magnussen, Piastri didn't even gain any places in the end. Maybe just pushed his tyres a bit too hard. Magnussen managed to gain 3 places to get 14th. Merman came through the field a little bit, gaining 4th, picked 15th ahead of Albon, Ocon. Schumacher down 5 places. Pourchaire down 4 places. Managed to get ahead of Zhou at the end there, who lost. Zhou must have pitted. He must have pitted. To have dropped 18 places, he did. He had to pit. So maybe he punctured right before the end there. And had to come in for new tyres. Oh, look at that. Schumacher. Apparently dead level across the line. 17th and 18th there. Wow. All right, that set us up very nicely for the main race.
The excitement is building, there's electricity in the air. But there's no surprise in that. It's race day.
Formula One first came to Qatar in 2021. Lewis Hamilton managed to pick up the victory, and in doing so claimed Losail as his 30th different Grand Prix winning circuit.
Now, Karun, how do you think Aston Martin's driver is going to be feeling ahead of this race?
I think it's really great to see them performing at this level, well above what we'd expected. They must be feeling good.
Well, it'll certainly be interesting to see what unfolds here at the Qatar Grand Prix.
Right then, let's look at strategy. So, thinking that is going to be our strategy, but we may pivot to that if we push the soft a little too hard. So, let's square that up a bit like that. Once again, we're going to try and look after the tyres for a bit, but we can't rely on that like we did in the sprint. So this is going to be a two-stop race, so other cars will be pushing a little bit harder. I do need to change a couple of parts as well, don't I? So I need to swap out that ERS now. Otherwise that will become a problem in the race. And I need to do the same with the gearbox, I think. 47%. Might make it, but I'm not going to take a risk. It's not worth taking the risk. Not when we've got good points on offer here. And let's see, can we hang on to a double podium? Probably not, but if we can at least finish, with one car on the podium, or at least, both in the top 6, I'll be very happy with that. So, let's head to the grid for the Qatar Grand Prix.
Here on the outskirts of Doha, the excitement continues to build as we approach the Qatar Grand Prix. The focus for many in this race will be on the Aston Martin driver.
They're in second place on the grid, but that could so easily change in the first few seconds after lights out.
And the time has come. Let's go racing.
Rico thinks I'm going to get a 1-2 tonight. Well, I don't.
We're about to get going here in Qatar. And it's lights out and away we go.
Your race is now.
Russell starting on hards, that could be beneficial to us. Let's tell Donna to tuck in. So yeah, Russell got ahead of Isaac off the line there, which I'm surprised about. What else is everyone on? So soft, 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 hard, soft, then mediums. So Hajar's going to get past Russell pretty quickly and get onto us. That is inevitable. I like to try and stay with Leclerc if at all possible. Not pushing the tyres yet, so I'm going to do that now.
And you can pick up the pace.
Hopefully George will act as a natural buffer and slow down a fair few people. And then it's mediums after that. Stroll, I think, is the next soft runner.
Charge on.
Field's already starting to space out a little bit. Sainz struggling to stay with Hajar. Russell's pushing hard to stay with us. Hajar's cooking his tyres.
And recharge on is okay, please. And DRS is enabled.
And there we go. Time to settle in. For the yellow flag. It's Hajar, tries to go past Russell. Can't quite complete the move yet. It's a Haas that's off. It's Maloney. Who's he hit?
Now this was at turn 1.
Giovinazzi.
You can see how tight it is. Has to be said, that was
And that's
pretty risky.
helped us out
That will have
immensely
knocked
because
their confidence,
he
I'm
was
sure.
only just outside the points, I think, or just in the
And
points.
look at the team there.
So that's going to send him to the back of the grid, off the pack.
Just keep looking after your tires.
And there is Hajar through now. So he's going to start to push.
Okay, we need some deploy.
And Maloney got the penalty for that as well. So Maloney's race is done. Has he got damage? Yes, he has. He's got wing damage. Has Giovinazzi got damage? His wing looks to be okay. Took a little bit of a hit on the tyres. Nothing too substantial. Yeah, that wing looks okay. Evening, Victor. Somehow Donna did not manage to stay in range. All right, okay.
Charge on.
So Hajar's going to push past Embry as well. Maybe he'll give us the opportunity to go to close up to Leclerc. There we go. He's through already. He's on it.
Keep concentration high.
You can press overtake where possible to discharge the battery a little bit.
Let's see if I can break away from George. Make sure Hajar doesn't drop me as well. And he's dropped me. I would have had to push the tyres, which I don't want to do. I think I just managed to keep Russell out of the DRS zone. It's going to be very tight. Nope, he got it. And Hajar sets a new fastest lap as he goes hunting after Charles Leclerc.
Recharge on.
Once again, we're just unable to drop George. He's pushing those hards very hard indeed. So he's treating them as if they're a set of mediums in terms of stint length by the look of it.
recharge on then, please. So recharge on.
I just wonder, was I charging up the wrong car then?
Charge on, charge on. Manage your tires.
Definitely got more tyre to play with than the cars in front of us. I think Russell's pace is finally starting to break as he's coming under pressure from Sainz. Stroll up to 7th now. Don't want points for AlphaTauri. Max now just outside the points. He's got himself up to 11th. So his recovery after a poor weekend continues. I think about half a second slower than the front two. Charged on her up and then try and push her past Embry and then build Embry back up and then rinse and repeat.
Charge on.
Wary of the fact that I'm getting a little far off. George is getting a little closer.
Okay, you can pick up the pace. We have margin to push
Gonna
a bit
get
more.
dropped. I should have just got the DRS. No, I didn't. How did I not get it when George did the previous lap? That's weird and annoying.
Drop down the plates now.
All right, let's go for an extreme lap.
Let's try to take opportunity.
Time to push on his tyres.
Charge on. Drop the pace now, please.
Let the tyres come back to you.
Can we stay ahead of Russell? He's pushing again, look.
Okay, charge on.
God
charge
damn.
on.
Every time I try and break away.
Okay, to pick up the pace.
Don't want to kill my tyres, this is the thing. Of course they got the DRS. Let's adjust the strategy, go for a little bit of an undercut.
Overtake is available.
This time, George will not get the DRS.
Charge
Yes, he
on.
better not. How? How does he keep getting it?
And recharge on now.
At least he's not bringing Size and Stroll with him. We have closed the gap a little bit to Isaac, but we've had to give up that little bit of tyre advantage we had to do it.
Oh, you can use the deploy. Charge on and box now.
Maloney really struggling with that wing damage. Max now into the points. Behrman right behind him, so Behrman continues to climb back up the order as well. Piastri still not anywhere near the top 10, really. Under pressure from Albon.
Charge on.
And I'm going to switch these two round, I think. Let's get, in terms of who's going to go into the pits
You
first.
can push.
We'll box Embry first. Hajar pushing again.
Okay, charge on. You're good to push. Charge on. Charge on.
Definitely going to get something good out of this race unless the fates conspire against us. We've got pace. That's a yellow flag. Ah, I spoke too bloody soon, didn't I? And look, we're just sitting here and letting everybody through. God damn it. Of course.
So box now.
Literally the whole field's going through. This is just ridiculous. I had to fucking open my mouth, didn't I? Jesus. No confidence.
Head down now.
And that is Embry's race destroyed.
Box, box. We need a bit of recharge of the battery.
It's going to be next to impossible for her to get her confidence back to where it needs to be quickly.
Clear at exit.
.7. Not a horrendous stop, but it's not a good one.
We look after the tires.
I'm going to go one more lap.
Box, box. We can still do it. Charge on now.
If for nothing else, just to get a bit more battery into the car. Lap at Russell's pace for a moment. Hajar has caught and passed Leclerc.
Charge on for now.
No need to push the tyres.
Okay, I'll maybe get a lap. Undercut on Hajar. Leclerc might box this lap. No, they're both gone again.
You can keep the pace up on these compounds.
Magnussen comes in behind us. Let's have a decent stop here, please. .7. Yeah, it's okay.
Focus on reaction time and no full throttle before pit exit.
Look at the distance between our two drivers. They were running nose to tail, effectively, and now look at them. Not even on the same start-finish straight.
Charge on.
Embry does a 128.8. She's slower than people on very warm mediums.
Overtake available.
And there we go. That's Hajar and Leclerc both boxing at the same time. Leclerc go for another set of softs. Quick stop. Hajar go for another set of softs. He gets held. Kind of expected that.
Keep cooling the car.
Can use overtake.
We are good to push.
It's going to be tight with George if he boxes soon, but he won't because he's on those hards, so he's going to go another few laps yet. He's still at 51%. I know they've made steps forward with the AI for the next game in terms of how quickly cars will rejoin, because they need to, because like I said, that's just destroyed a podium chance for Embry. Completely destroyed a podium chance.
Charge on.
So we're 6 seconds behind Leclerc and Hajar at the moment.
Recharge on.
Alright, so Stroll has boxed, Max has boxed, Behrman has boxed. Those guys are 5 seconds behind us. About 5 seconds to Stroll. So the guys that have stopped again on, or put softs on again, might go mediums at the end, they might go hards. But we'll have to see how that shakes out. Can't push my tyres now. I don't even think I've got another set of softs available. No, I don't. Plenty of mediums. Maybe I should have used mediums in the sprint. Only way we're going to get Embry back into contention now is if we can get a safety car. At least we're going to come out ahead of Maloney, but whether or not we'll stay ahead of him is another matter. We're 7 seconds off the back of Ocon, and we're lapping half a second slower. And he's got fresher, faster tyres. So, yeah. That's it for Embry. We're losing ground to Leclerc and Hajar as well, with them being on softs. We are at least lapping quicker than everybody in front, apart from those two. Sainz pushing hard. He's going to be stopping soon, so he's doing his quick in laps. He's also trying to get onto the back of Norris. Let's keep an eye on him. Norris on. Norris is probably going to box this lap. Yep, there he goes. Sainz didn't quite get the DRS. He'll go one more lap. So we should get out in front of Norris. But he's going soft, so he'll be hard to keep. Well, actually, are we going to get out in front of him? If we can't get out in front of Norris, we're in trouble. That's tighter than I'd like.
Okay, and let's do a small lift
It's
off.
much tighter than I would like.
Big lifts.
On click overtake, please.
Where's our pace gone? Oh God, no wonder. Shit. Got to turn that off. Oh, Jesus. No wonder we've been so damn slow. Russell finally boxes, and now we think we're going to get out in front of Norris, in front of Russell. Because I was running so slow for those few laps. Medium tyres for Sainz, for Russell. Another set of mediums for Sainz. Russell will probably go soft at the end then. Right, make them mediums. We do just get out in front of Russell, but only just. And we are in the end comfortably clear of Sainz. We've got Norris all over the back of us. We're in damage limitation mode for Donna now. A lot of cars that are going to be quicker right behind us. Yuki's in. We will get past him. So we're back into a net P3. We've held position. But for how long? Evening Cloud.
Reminder on the battery.
Soft tyres for Yuki. And there goes Lando. Can we stay with him, or is he going to bolt? Can't push to chase him. Confidence has come back a little bit. Can I stay with Giovinazzi? Yeah, Norris is gone, look. Got no pace. And our mediums are going to be like this on the next stint as well. Norris 2 seconds clear of us already. So now it's a question of, can I stay with George? I did say I'd be happy with 5th and 6th. We're on for 1/2 of that equation, but not so much down here. Giovinazzi's on softs, used softs by the look of it. If I can stay with him, try and close the gap a little bit. If I can get an overtake, I can get a confidence boost. Yeah, that podium is slipping away from me. Norris is going to go soft in his final stint, if he's got them. Giovinazzi's dropped Embry.
And overtake is available. And we can have recharge on, please.
Max now up to 8th place, so his recovery continues. Boucher 14th, Stroll's in 6th. That is worth 8 points. Schumacher out of the points at the moment, so is Boucher and Maloney. So it's not all a complete loss. We are outscoring the teams we need to outscore. But by driving defensively to hold position, we are losing a lot of time. But I have to now. I don't have a rear gunner anymore. And sooner or later, these tyres are going to give up and Russell will get through.
Overtake available, 1 click.
On 27.8, I'm still lapping considerably slower than the cars I'm chasing with Embry. Still getting big negative modifiers. At least Sainz has got back ahead of Stroll. Sonoda is flying right now. And that whole train is just closing us down. Should have been more protective of the softs in that first stint. Again, keeping George at bay. Stroll down to 8th now as Yuki moves through to another place. That's taking more points away from AlphaTauri. That's good. Giovinazzi's pace starting to fail as his tyres wear out. He might start to edge back towards him soon. Check our sponsor goals. 2 in the top 10. Yeah, that's not happening tonight, unfortunately. 1 in the top 15, so the streak won't be affected. I am toying with the idea of retiring Embry's car. Just save a bit of wear and tear on it. We'll give her another 10-15 laps. And then make a decision after the final stop, I think.
Just manage your tires, please. Charge on.
this ride on this camera. We don't ride on this one very often. Is getting boring. Yeah, 23 does get a bit boring unless you start setting challenges for yourself.
Charles John.
Yeah, I've toyed with the idea of starting a new one in my spare time, but I don't have the interest in doing that, because there isn't really enough time to get it going to where it gets interesting before the new one comes out. So kind of just sticking with this. Here we go. Sainz is going to try and make a move. No, he's tucked back in again. Has Tsunoda got us? Yeah, Tsunoda's got us.
Okay, keep it clean. Focus on the pace. You're good to push.
Still losing time to Giovinazzi. He's not even pushing his tyres anymore either.
You've got everything. You've got everything. Press on hold available.
I'm wondering. Oof, no, that's going to be too much, isn't it? I'll stretch the set of tyres just a little bit.
Charge on. We're happy to stay where we are.
Well, even Malone is lapping quicker than we are.
Okay, we need some deployed.
Alright, she's finally back into medium. Still got some negatives.
Charge on.
Norris was just too quick for us on those medium, those soft. As you can see, he's now 12 seconds ahead of us, but at least we've kept George behind us this whole time. Jar's going to get the win tonight by the look of it. Leclerc's going to box this lap. The Jar might go one more.
Can press overtake where possible to discharge the battery a little bit.
Norris has pushed really close all the way up there. There goes Hajar into the pits. I thought Hajar would go one more lap. It's Leclerc who's going another lap. Interesting. And now we've just lost the DRS. Now we're in trouble.
We need to push.
Last thing I need now is to lose 2 places right before my pit stop. Kill my confidence. Come on, fight him off, fight him off, fight him off. There you go.
Charge on, charge on.
Time to push on these tyres.
Schumacher's in and Albon's in.
Just keep looking after your tyres.
And that means Embry is about to get overtaken by Schumacher, which is going to force me to box early to avoid that. Should have used mediums in practice instead of softs. I would have had an extra set of softs available. Leclerc's in. Where is Hajar? He is 8th place, so right behind this train. And he did put on mediums. So does Leclerc. I can go one more lap.
Box this lap.
Schumacher's not close enough to get me this lap. Stroll a knock-on box. Mediums and mediums. Oh, can I get an overtake here on knock-on? Even if it's brief, that would be nice. I've been dropped.
Let's try to take opportunity. Box. Charge on.
I might just have actually snuck back into the DRS, but it's not worth taking the chance and letting Russell have a run at me.
recharge on.
.5 dead. That's a decent stop.
Reminder, throttle on pit exit. Manage your tires.
Just a touch under 2.7.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Oh, we can cancel liftoff. Overtake available.
One blistering lap. That's all we've got in the car. An issue in the pits for Giovinazzi.
It's the Alpine that we see pit.
This might give Embry the chance of an overtake.
But it's slow. That's so unfortunate for the team.
Oh, that's a really bad stop. Wow, that soft took forever to come off. Her confidence is definitely coming back now with those faster sectors. And if we can get her past here, the jar sets for 124.0. I don't think we're going to beat that.
Keep an eye on your battery. Charge on.
Oh, we did.
Charge on.
Just. By how much? 124 dead. Wow.
Very good lap.
We beat that by hundredths of a second.
Need to drop the pace.
Maybe even by thousandths of a second, I think.
Press overtake.
Right, could this be the start of getting something with Embry? Can I get her towards the top 10? He's got one lap to absolutely throw it round. I'm not worried about taking the fastest lap from Donna because Norris is about to stick on some softs, I think, and absolutely go hell for leather. Same with Russell. Russell's coming in as well. Oh, medium tyres. Russell's got mediums as well. Embry's gone purple in the first. She's left Giovinazzi for dead. Donna does get out in front of Russell again. She's closing on Oscar, who is boxing this lap. I don't have the tyres to push, and I don't have the battery to push. It's a shame. We missed the opportunity to get a confidence-boosting overtake.
Okay, mate, that is the fastest lap.
I'm on 23.6. That's a good lap.
We want to manage our tyre budget.
So confidence is now back to nearly where it started, which means if we do get a safety car, I can box her, slap on some brand new tyres, and try and push her through the field. Oscar's staying out.
On click overtake, please. Cover the car.
Excellent. We got the move done. She's close to peak.
Ciao, John.
Another overtake will get us there. Can we get Porsche and Behrman?
And recharge on.
25.3. She's lapping quicker than Schumacher and Ocon, but not enough. Need a safety car. Now I have the decision of, do I leave her out there? She's got the fastest lap. We won't get the point for it, but we will get the money for it. I want Behrman and Porsche to both go one more lap. Behrman's boxed. And he was in front of Porsche. Porsche may get the DRS hit. No, he didn't. So we've got a chance to get an overtake on Porsche. Piastri's in. Max holding up his teammate right now. So 126.3s. Yeah, it's allowing us to close the gap to the front runners a little bit, but not for very long, I don't think.
Only can use the deploy. Charge on.
Beautiful.
Now, please.
We got the overtake in. Max boxes. Donna is now in peak confidence. The tyres have taken that hit. There goes Porsche. Sonoda's too far back. Won't get the DRS, I don't think. Not from us anyway. No, he didn't get it. Excellent. Max on soft tyres. That's going to take the fastest lap from us. I'm pretty sure of that. We'll start saving these tyres now.
We have to protect those tires.
Track temperature has come down a bit. It's 39 degrees. How much longer do I leave her out there? Not going to close up anymore. Except maybe to Schumacher, and Schumacher is a long way ahead. It's 21 seconds ahead. Russell's on a push.
Overtake available.
Sainz in the pits. Soft tyres. He's going to be quick. We're going to have to drive very defensively now. And basically try and hang on for fourth for as long as we can. Keeping George at bay. Making the car just wide enough there. There goes the fastest lap. That was Oscar who set it. 1:23.5, only a tenth quicker than us. Maybe I'll just bring Embry in late and have another go for it. Max all over Stroll. So in the battle between McLaren and Ferrari, it's the number one drivers who are pulling their weight. I mean, you could argue it's kind of an equal status at Ferrari, Piastri being the champion after all.
Aston.
He got through.
We're happy to stay where we are.
Let's stay with him as best we can. But yeah, Ocon out the points, Piastri out the points, and I don't think either of them are going to get there either. Piastri might, Ocon certainly won't. Tyre deficit to Russell now only 5%.
Charger.
I'm going to go for the fastest lap with Embry, and then I'm going to retire her. Our confidence is as high as it's going to get.
We will want a little bit of Lyco.
But I've got enough life in that set of softs available for it. So we'll just get some battery in the car. It'll give us another crack at a quick stop as well. Hopefully get us some more pit stop points. And then we'll save her running the last 10 laps. Because a safety car at that point isn't going to help us. And a red flag will be a disaster for us. Because everyone will just change tyres as well. Sainz sets a 1:22.9 for the fastest lap. He is on softs.
Charge on.
Okay, so we are box this lap.
Strip a little bit of extra weight out of the car by burning off some fuel that we're not going to need to worry about.
We'll have to do anti-deploy where you can.
And George does not have the pace to hunt down Norris. So we are basically fighting for fourth.
Okay, charge on.
We might even get lapped by Hajar here. .64. Still not a great stop, but I think slightly better than her previous best stop.
I'd like recharge button off, please. Recharge button off.
There is Isaac.
So we are happy to push.
All right, here we go. Fastest lap attempt.
Overtake is available.
purple final sector. That'll give her a little boost just above her starting confidence level. No personal best in the first, but there was no slipstream / DRS activation, so that's not a surprise. It's these two sectors that are going to count. Personal best, but not purple. Got enough battery, I think, for another attempt. If we don't get it. Still going to be a very quick lap, though. 23.0, we didn't get it, and we haven't got enough battery, so we're going to go again.
So recharge on.
But we'll have a cool down lap first.
Okay, charge on. Drop the pace now, please. Charge off.
Next lap we will push again, and then we will retire her. See, Stroll is in 9th place right now, and lapping slower than Joe. For the last 6 laps.
You can push on tires. We're good on tires. And we have margin to push a little bit more on the tires. Let's lift off, please.
That is a purple first sector.
5 more laps. 5 more laps. To drop the pace.
Come on, Embry. Take that lap from sides. Now for middle. Stroll now down to 10th. Embry across the line. How quick is this going to be?
Okay, mate, that is the fastest lap.
1:22.7. That's safe.
Yep, we are box this lap, box this lap.
You've got everything, press on hold available. Four more laps. Charge on.
Broken away from Sonoda and Sainz. Max in 8th, a little isolated at the moment. Zhou has dropped Stroll. So Stroll now hanging on for that final point. I don't think Behrman will catch him. Not enough laps left. And certainly not with those tyres. So it's just 1 point for AlphaTauri tonight. No points for Haas. And we'll get 12 points if we get past George. Just not a done deal yet.
Can press overtake where possible to discharge the battery a little bit.
Into the final 3 laps. This time we've got the run, I think. Maybe not, no.
Charge on.
Can afford to keep pushing the tyres, but we'll save the battery.
Okay, we need some deploy. We can still do it.
We might not actually be able to get past George here. Alright, this time I think we've got a run on him.
2 more laps.
Ah, around the outside. Come on, come on, come on. He's stubborn, isn't he? He doesn't want to give up that place.
Charge on. We look after the tires. Let's go for a push. Click over take this.
We are closer now than we've been in the last few laps.
Cool the car.
No contact. God damn it. That's it. We're not even going to get points.
There's a yellow flag now. So here we go, heading into turn
Sometimes
one.
I absolutely fucking hate this
Barely
game.
any room to manoeuvre. And not just one car involved in that, as you can see. And I
Let's
don't
see if
think
it-
there's a lot of doubt as
it'll
to
give me
which
the
car
penalty. You
came off
watch.
worse there.
That'll give me the penalty. Utter disaster. Oh, we are still just in the points. 1 point. And if I get a penalty, I'm out the points. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. Even if Russell gets a penalty, he's still way too far ahead. Penalty's given. George pushed us off the track,
Battery is on the low side.
kept his place. We dropped down to 10th. No penalties. Qatar, with that lockup, only just hangs on from Leclerc. And now, yeah.
Okay, we take the
What
flag.
utter shambles.
Beaten.
We could have done a 124 on that lap, maybe a 125. That lap cost us 18 seconds minimum. 19, maybe even 20 seconds. Oh dear, oh dear. Still, at least we have the points from the sprint to soften the blow a little bit. We've got third and fourth. That was 13 points. I think, no, it was 11 points, wasn't it? Third and fourth. Plus the point here. So we scored 12 points. AlphaTauri will only get 2. No points for Haas.
What an excellent performance from the Aston Martin driver that was.
Yeah, that could have been
It's
so
safe to
much
say
better.
They exceeded
Should
all
have been so much
expectations.
better.
A finish in the points, and my goodness, it is very well deserved.
That makes it all worth it, doesn't it? Seeing your team ready to share the celebrations. So, Karun, with the garages full of activity, what's the mood like down at Aston Martin now?
Shit, that's what the mood's
It was
like.
a strangely mixed weekend for them.
Don't know why they're
We saw
cheering.
one driver-
There we go then, confirmation of the final result. Hajar has had a storming weekend. Up 5 places from where he finished in the sprint. 25 points there. Leclerc has scored some big points over Max this weekend, although he did get 6 out of the race. Strong recovery in the end for him. Norris up 4 places. He had some pace this evening. He gets the final step on the podium ahead of George. Curse you, George. And then it's Yuki in 5th place. Some decent points for Mercedes because Zhou got 12 places gained as well. So he ended up in 8th place. Max in 7th, just behind Carlos Sainz. Stroll 9th. We are 10th. Bottom half of the standings. Behrman up 4, Albon up 4, Magnussen down 1, Piastri down 1. Porsche, the highest of the Haas cars, in 15. No points for Haas tonight. Thank God. No points for Ocon or Schumacher. Giovinazzi down 9 places. Maloney down 8 after that collision at the beginning of the race. And Embry, that lock-up that absolutely ruined her race just because she locked up on one corner and then sat and let everybody go through. Never, ever had a chance of getting back anywhere near the top 10. But we did steal the fastest lap. So at least we'll get some money out of that. As far as the driver standings go, Charles Leclerc moves into the top spot, outscored Max by 20 points, and is now 19 clear at the top. Lando stays third, 17 points, does close the gap a little bit to Max, but he's still a long way off, 76 points behind. I think Lando is basically just trying to consolidate third. I don't think he's going to get involved in that fight for first or second. George stays fourth, 15 more points for him, but Hajar, look at that, 33 points. He's now just 3 behind George Russell. Oscar drops down a place as a result of not scoring tonight. Yuki moves up a place into 7th, ahead of Pourchaire by 4 points. Ocon stays in 9th. Donna now just 6 points behind him, climbing 2 places. A little bit further down, not too far. There is Joe in 11th. Sainz moving up to 12th and now a point behind Joe, ahead of Giovinazzi, who didn't score tonight. Stroll picking up 3 points in total. I forgot about his points in the sprint. Embry picks up 5 points tonight. No points for Schumacher. He drops down to 16th in the standings. Behrman, the reigning champion, still nowhere at the moment. Hajar's been getting some results, but Ollie has struggled this year. Really struggled. Then it's Magnussen, Albon, and Maloney, with Carmen obviously not going to be seen again at the end of the year. So Red Bull still a mile ahead in the Constructors' Championship and stretching that gap as well. They are now 251 points clear. That is an obscene amount, almost double McLaren's score, pretty much double Ferrari's score. The gap extends by another 2 points for McLaren there. They're now 8 points clear. Mercedes getting some decent points in 4th. Alfa Romeo move above Alpine into 5th place, Alpine dropping to 6th, and we are back in 7th place. There you see AlphaTauri's points, not enough to keep pace with us. They are closing in a little bit on Haas, who are back down to 8th place again. We've got a 17-point lead, and how far behind Alpine are we now? 25 points. We can outscore them in the remaining races. It's doable. We're going to struggle to outscore Alpha, despite Behrman not really being able to get much out of this season. Isaac has definitely stepped up and has taken the lead driver role so far this year. And then Williams still down in 10th place, but with 58 points. Still a decent points tally. As far as the pit stops go, it is the fastest stop for Lance Stroll, a 1.9. Red Bull 2nd and 3rd, Mick down in 6th. So despite getting the fastest stop, Red Bull will continue to stretch that gap. I think. Pretty sure they will. It might be tied, actually. 33 points each. Yeah, it will. Ferrari in 4th, ahead of McLaren. Mercedes in 7th and 8th. Alpine 9th and 10th. We, unfortunately, with a 2.5 dead, still not quick enough to get onto the top 10 tonight. So, in terms of points, we stay where we are. We lose a little bit more ground to Alpine. They're now 8 points clear of us. McLaren stay 4th. Ferrari stays 3rd. AlphaTauri and Red Bull equal points tonight, so the gap stays at 42 points between them. Still anyone's fight between those two. Either of them can win this. Mercedes with 10 points now have closed to just 4 behind us. So we are in a little bit of pressure, under a little bit of pressure, in a little jeopardy. We're not secure in 6th place, but we'll try and push on and get Alpine if we can. Williams stay 8th ahead of Alfa Romeo. Haas still yet to get off the mark. There are our stops. We had a 2.499. It wasn't a 2.5 dead, it was a 2.499. So we missed out by just a fraction under, a thousandth shy of 300ths. That's how far away we're, 29 thousandths away from getting on the board. Very, very close. Not great stops for Embry tonight, 2.6, 2.69, 2.75. Hopefully we can improve in the next race, but we always seem to have slower stops on sprints. As far as the driver report cards, look at the numbers there in defence, 38 and 9. Bono drove superbly in defence today. We had to sacrifice a little bit of a potential pace to do it, to try and hang on as long as we could, and it would have paid off had it not been for Russell. And then let's have a look at Embry. Well, there you go, 4 and 8, 4 and 13. Yeah, she never really stood a chance. As soon as her confidence disappeared down the black hole, it was always going to be like that, unfortunately. No points for Anne tonight. We won't see her again tomorrow night either. And as far as the sponsors go, well, let's see. We completed the finish position streak, one in the top 15 for 2 races. We got the fastest lap. We got the quali position. We did not get the finish position of 2 in the top 10 because we didn't even get 2 finishing the race. But we did get both cars in Q2 and both cars in Q3. So despite that, we still make over $1 million on our base rate for 4.1. Not bad. Suspension project is done. Suspension spare is done. Let's have a look at our inbox. Oh, multiple parts failing. Underfloor has failed, but we've got a new one that should be hopefully ready in time. Need to change the front wing. We should have spares. Suspension's failed. We've just made a spare one. That should cover that. And then, I don't know, do we make another one? Have we got another one going through right now? We might have another one going through. And a rear wing's needs to be changed. I think I've got a spare still. Let's see. Board still has high confidence. What did they think of the results? They were satisfied with the result. Yeah, the sprint kind of probably saved us a little bit there. Could have been worse. We did get a point in the main race, but we were on for potentially so many more. We would have outscored Alpine and potentially even jumped them tonight had we not been kiboshed like that. What can you do, eh? Right, how did our drivers develop over the previous month? A point in cornering, a point in braking, an excellent month for Donna. A point in braking, 2 points in adaptability, still no improvement in cornering for Embry. Anne gained 2 points in cornering, that's excellent. She gained a point in reactions as well, and she is fast becoming favourite for the number 2 seat next season. It's a shame to give up on that 99 accuracy, but she more than makes up for it with the adaptability of 86 against 66. So, yeah, we'll see how she does. She's down a couple of points in braking, but she's up a couple of points in cornering. We'll keep an eye on that as the rest of the season develops, and then we'll make a decision at the end of the year. Let's have a look at what happened up and down the paddock in September. February. Alfa Romeo put a new chassis on their car. Now they're working on a side pod. Yeah, that chassis certainly has given them a bit of extra performance, as we've seen out of Isaac in particular tonight. Alpine say it's going great. 5th in the constructors right now, 12th and 13th in the drivers. Suspension simulation, we've got 5 apparently, so put one on the car to replace the one that's broken. That should still be 2 spares. Let's have a look. That's the project giving us the gains there. That's nice. And now we are caught up on the inbox. Let's do our pit crew training. So, let's have a look. Pretty tired. Let's give them the Monday off. Try not to work them too hard. I want to make sure they're very well rested. Still a little bit higher than I'd like going into a triple header. So let's take that day off. Yeah, that works. And then I can get a day of training in just here, or a little bit of training. Let's go with, let's have a look. Everything there's still pretty well balanced. Let's go with a day of pit crew training. 2% fatigue going into Brazil. That'll do. And then after Brazil, we'll have a couple of weeks until Las Vegas. There we go. Swap out these parts. So I've now got 2 spare rear wings. Side pods will go in the next Grand Prix. Underfloor, do not have the new one yet. No spares. There we go. Suspension on. I've got 2 spares. Excellent. Let's see. Change the front wing. I've got 1 spare. I'm not going to be making any more, building any new front wings from scratch. So let's just make 2 more. And then hopefully that'll be it for front wings that we need for the rest of the year. Let's have a little look-see. 2 projects to go. Underfloor is 2 days away and 9 days away. So they will both be on the car in time. Excellent stuff. Get some research done. "28 days away from another project. Another ATR period. So again, try and mitigate where we're going to lose some performance. Let's do another rear wing, because I know that's definitely something I want to protect. There we go. So let's advance some time. I've got 9.9 mil in the bank, but I do need to make some underfloors. Oh no, they're being made, aren't they? I don't have to pay for those. Alright, in that case, let's check our facilities. No, not scouting. There we go. Pressing the wrong button. So, wind tunnel does need a refurb, which is going to cost me 10 million. Everything in here is okay. Operational facilities, boardroom now does need a quick spruce. A little bit of spit polish. Memorabilia room is just about hanging on. Be fine till after Qatar, I think. Then maybe even Mexico as well. But I think it'll need to be done before or by Brazil. I know Andy Stevenson is out of contract at the end of the season. I still want to try and get the Red Bull guy, Mr. Wheatley, Jonathan Wheatley. Let's go to the warehouse. Put that onto car 1. There we go. Nice little step in performance. Nothing massive. But there you can see the difference between the two in terms of rankings. That little upgrade has done wonders for our low speed against our current underfloor. Same for our airflow. That's gone up in 11 ranks. and 2 and a bit percent. And our drag reduction has improved as well. So that should be very, very nice for us, especially when we get to Mexico. Quick look at the weather. It will be a dry sprint and a dry race. We'll have a little bit of wet running in practice, maybe a wet quali as well. That could be potentially problematic for us, but we'll see. See how that goes tomorrow. Continue pushing time on. More sponsorship obligations. No, not a chance. And this is something I think needs to be changed as well. Because it doesn't tell us what the actual benefit of this will be. It's just that, you know, we'll be scheduling another 5 media appearances. It doesn't tell us what the negative effects will be in terms of the effects on our drivers. And it doesn't tell us how much money we will gain from any additional media appearances, which is why I always deny those, because I know they're always going to hurt us, and I don't even know if we do ever get any extra money out of it. So I always say no, always. It's just not worth taking the risk. Right, advancing time a little bit more. Spare front wings are done. Good. Research project is done. Excellent. We are immediately going to do another front wing research project, I think. Or do I wait? I think I'll wait until the new ATR period. Let's do a chassis instead. There we go. Can I hire any more engineers? Am I maxed out? I'm maxed out. All right. We are 3 days away. There's my second underfloor. Let's put that on the car now before I forget tomorrow, because I probably will. There we go. Now we just got to hope we don't damage one in the next couple of days, as we are heading into a very busy schedule. And there we go. That is it for tonight. So, well, what can you say? It's one of those races again that has shown glimmers of excellence, only for silly little things to just completely ruin our races. The lockup for Embry, which destroyed her race and any chance she had of getting points. And then the collision with George at the end that George didn't get penalised for, but lost us nearly 20 seconds and dropped us all the way down from 4th that we had just taken all the way down to 10th and just hung on for 10th. So yeah, not a great main race, but we were good in the sprint. Let's see if we can do something similar at Qatar. Can we get another strong sprint performance? And then maybe we can actually convert for a decent result at Qatar. Let me check the calendar. We have a race day factory event, but no driver events. So hopefully, damn it, Mexico. One of my favourite circuits for our car. We've got a drive media appearance. That's not good. But control ratings should be where they should be, in the 90s, the high 90s for tomorrow night's race at Qatar. So we've moved back up into 7th place, just above Haas. We have that 7-point lead over them. I don't know why I thought it was 17 points. We are 20. Is that right? I thought we were 17 points. No, we would have been much further ahead, but of course, we lost those points. So yeah, we are 7 points ahead of Haas. So we're where we need to be, again, back into 7th place. We are 25 points behind Alpine, and we have the potential to overhaul them. But we do have to keep an eye on Haas. They do have these races where all of a sudden they are very, very quick, and then they go back to being non-existent again. Hopefully they will stay non-existent in Qatar. Hopefully we will be quick and actually consistently scoring points again. We're into that kind of weird phase of the season now. Qatar could be really nice for us, could be horrible. We're strong in the low and medium speed. There's definitely a lot of low speed at Qatar. There's a couple of medium speed corners, fair few high speeds. The underfloor will help with the high speed as well. After that, we go to Mexico again. A lot of sort of low speed corners there that we can hopefully do well with. Plus, we've got the insane top speed and the best DRS. After that is Brazil, which is always a crapshoot. And then after that, Vegas. And if we can keep this kind of performance on our car against the competition going into Vegas, we might be in contention for another win at Vegas. Maybe. And then who knows what will happen at Abu Dhabi. But we're into the final stretch. We will do Qatar tomorrow. Wednesday, we'll do Mexico. Thursday, we will do Brazil. Friday, we'll do Vegas. And we will stream on Saturday as well. Not sure what time yet. I will let you know closer to the end of the week. But we will stream on Saturday to finish off this season. So I hope you join me for those events. As always, our usual start time during the week is 8 p.m. That's when we'll be going live tomorrow. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.